Welcome to Footsteps on Dew-Kissed Grass, a slice-of-life audiobook novel designed to soothe your mind and gently guide you into a peaceful night's sleep. If you enjoy this content and would like to experience more stories like this, please do give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more tranquil narratives. Before we begin the story itself, I'll guide you through a gentle breathing exercise to help you relax and ease into a state of calm. If you prefer to skip directly to the story, please feel free to do so. You will find the timestamps for each of the chapters in the description below. Take a moment now to settle into a comfortable position. Allow your body to sink into your bed, your chair, or wherever you are, and feel a sense of ease wash over you. Let your muscles relax, allowing all tension to gently melt away. Adjust your blankets or pillows, ensuring that you are completely comfortable and supported. This is your time to release the day and invite peace into your heart and mind. In this story, we'll join a character named Rayna as she explores her neighborhood in the early morning hours and connects with nature, inviting feelings of calm, peace, and well-being. Now, let's take a few slow, calming breaths together. Inhale gently through your nose, feeling your belly rise as you invite air deep into your lungs. Then exhale slowly through your mouth, like a soft sigh of relief, releasing all that is unnecessary. With each breath, imagine a soft golden light filling your being, and invite any tension, stress, or strain to fall away. Visualize the soft colors of a sunrise, the gentle sway of flowers in the garden, and the delicate touch of dewy grass beneath your feet. Let these images fill your mind with serenity and peace. If your mind wanders, or you notice thoughts arising, that is perfectly natural. Allow your thoughts to pass by like soft clouds in a gentle sky, and simply redirect your attention back to the gentle rhythm of your breath, or to the sound of my voice. There's nothing you need to do now except listen, receive, and allow the story to gently lead you into rest. Feel the slow pulse of life around you and within you. Let go and receive. The beauty and wonder are already present. Now, let's begin our gentle walk together as we enter the world of Footsteps on Dew-Kissed Grass. Chapter 1. The First Light. Rayna's eyes gently opened as the soft grey light of early morning began to filter through the sheer curtains of her bedroom window. There was no alarm, no sudden start to the day, only the quiet, almost imperceptible shift from darkness into the softest of light. She allowed her eyes to adjust slowly, taking in the familiar patterns of her room, the soft edges of the familiar furniture, the gentle way the light seemed to dance across the surface of her pale blue walls. There was a profound sense of comfort and ease that settled over her as she nestled deeper under her cozy quilt, a gentle warmth radiating from the thick cotton and down filling. She felt herself drifting not into sleep, but into a softer place, a place of gentle ease and a spacious sense of stillness. Her body felt soft and at ease as her breath moved easily in and out. There was a sense of quiet gratitude within her as she simply became aware of how effortlessly her breath expanded, and released naturally, allowing her to simply be in this space, in this moment. She felt a subtle pull, a gentle invitation to begin her morning walk, and she noticed her hands moving easily as she pushed the heavy quilt back and allowed her feet to meet the cool surface of the hardwood floor. The smooth, hard sensation was a soft nudge, bringing greater awareness into her being and awakening her inner presence with quiet intention. She walked softly to the window and allowed herself to rest her palms on the cool, smooth surface of the glass. Her bare feet made little sound as she moved, only the softest of whispers as her toes met the warm, plush throw rug beside the bed. Gazing out, she noticed that the edges of things seemed softened by the dew, as if a gentle blanket of quiet had been placed over the entire world. The subtle shift in light from night to morning gave everything a softer hue, making the familiar landscape feel new and full of potential. Rayna allowed herself to pause, to breathe in, allowing the quiet of the morning to become a part of her, filling her heart and her being with tranquility. Rayna moved slowly toward the door, her body soft, yielding and at ease. She paused for just a moment and noticed a subtle shift, a very gentle movement in her solar plexus, and allowed it to soften, just as the day was softening all the hard edges of the world, softening into ease, into peace, into grace. She felt her heart expand, opening like a gentle flower, drawing in the newness and beauty of the morning light. She felt a deep sense of gratitude welling within, gratitude for the new day, the soft light, and the quiet spaciousness of the present moment. She opened her bedroom door slowly and stepped into the hallway and the soft quiet of her house. Each step felt deliberate, soft, and spacious, as if she were moving through a waking dream. The quiet hum of the home seemed to wrap her in a gentle embrace, inviting her into the day in a gentle and graceful way. She moved without direction, yet was guided by a soft knowing within. The familiar scent of lavender and chamomile seemed to rise to greet her as she wandered, making her feel safe, at peace, and at ease. Her feet led her down the stairs and toward the back door, the rhythmic sound of her footsteps providing a soft lullaby as she moved through her home. There was no effort, only a gentle flow, a soft unfolding that brought her ever deeper into this moment, ever deeper into the quiet sanctuary of the present. She placed her hand on the doorknob and noticed that she held her breath. She exhaled fully and continued with the task, feeling at ease as she pushed the door open, moving effortlessly as she stepped onto the porch. Rayna stood there a moment, noticing the coolness of the morning air as it brushed against her skin, a soft reminder of her presence in the world. She inhaled slowly, filling her lungs with the fresh, crisp air, and exhaled softly, allowing the tensions of the day before to fall away, leaving only a gentle sense of calm. The soft glow of the sun, only just beginning to climb over the distant horizon, illuminated the tips of the blades of grass that surrounded her small garden, each leaf sparkling as the morning light reached each curve and edge, creating a gentle sense of magic and soft wonder within her. She descended the small step from the porch and onto the cool, soft grass, feeling it brush gently against her bare feet, bringing a wave of gentle sensations and a gentle grounding to her being. With each step, she felt her body releasing deeper and deeper, allowing the gentle touch of the dew on her skin to act as a gentle massage, promoting relaxation, ease, and inner peace. The sound of the early morning birds, softly chirping in the distance, created a sweet lullaby, a gentle invitation into this and all the mornings yet to come. She felt her heart soften as she looked out at the beauty that surrounded her. The way the light created new shapes, new patterns of beauty with every single moment that passed. Rayna had no direction, no need to move or be anywhere specific. Instead, she was open to experience, to receive whatever was here. And there was peace and joy within that. She simply allowed herself to receive whatever unfolded next, open to discovery, and filled with a gentle and joyful expectation of new beginnings and soft, subtle moments of wonder. Rayna felt deeply at peace, at ease, and fully present in her body, as her next steps carried her forward into the first rays of sunlight. Chapter 2. Whispers of the Garden. Rayna moved with ease, her footsteps soft on the dewy grass as she followed the gentle curve of her garden path. The air felt soft against her skin, a delicate caress that invited her into the world. The sun, now fully risen, cast a golden hue over everything, turning the blades of grass into sparkling jewels and creating soft shadows that seemed to dance playfully along her path. She inhaled deeply, the sweet scent of lavender and honeysuckle filling her lungs, a gentle balm for both mind and body. A subtle hum, the sound of busy bees, invited her to step into the garden to discover what magic it had to offer this morning. She noticed a small cluster of vibrant blue forget-me-nots nestled amongst the leaves and felt her heart stir with soft delight. She allowed herself to pause for a moment and felt a soft invitation to rest, to take a breath. Her eyes moved slowly, letting the shapes, the textures, the colors fill her vision without needing any focused effort. She allowed the feelings of warmth and ease to permeate her body, settling deeper into presence and into grace. There was a quiet, joyful hum that began to build from within her as she noticed the small details, the tiny miracles present everywhere she looked. As Rayna continued to move gently, her eyes were drawn to the community garden a little further down the path, a symphony of colors and textures that promised new discoveries. She allowed her pace to slow as her awareness shifted to the tiny sounds of nature surrounding her. A soft fluttering of wings, the distant chirp of sparrows, the gentle hum of bees busy at work. Each sound added to the gentle melody of the morning, a quiet symphony that seemed to harmonize with the rhythm of her breath. She felt her entire being begin to softly sway in rhythm with the gentle energy surrounding her, breathing with the natural pulse of the earth. The garden was a canvas of soft greens, deep reds, vibrant yellows, and gentle blues, each shade creating a sense of tranquility and wonder within her. Rayna paused, noticing a small ladybug making its way along the stem of a rose, each tiny step measured and deliberate. She smiled, feeling the gentle warmth of the sun on her face, a soft reminder of the beauty that surrounds her each and every day. She marveled at how such a tiny creature could be so deliberate, so purposeful, and so calm, as if each move was guided by a deep and ancient wisdom. Her fingers moved gently across the soft, velvety petals of a nearby poppy, their delicate texture inviting her to engage with the world through gentle touch. The soft coolness of the petals offered a gentle grounding as she slowly became more and more present in the soft, sensual beauty of the moment. Rayna imagined that with each slow, conscious touch, she was receiving a gift, a blessing, an offering from the earth itself, filling her being with gratitude, ease, and peace. She felt the warmth of the sun as it permeated her skin, releasing any subtle held tension that remained. She noticed a row of lavender plants, their purple flowers swaying gently in the soft breeze, filling the air with their soothing fragrance. Rayna felt drawn to them and allowed her fingers to move over their soft, delicate fronds. The scent was instantly calming, inviting her to breathe deeply and sink into a state of profound relaxation. She imagined each cell in her being was being soothed, calmed, and nurtured by the gentle aromatic essence of the lavender. With each gentle breath, she softened further into a state of peaceful spaciousness. Rayna wandered slowly through the garden, her footsteps soft and measured as she took it all in. Each moment brought new sights, new textures, and new experiences that filled her heart with gentle, joyful awareness. She saw a small child tending a patch of herbs, their fingers moving slowly and with great concentration. She felt a gentle stirring within her as she watched, reminded of her own gentleness with the world and within herself. The image filled her with a feeling of profound tenderness and joy. Rayna noticed that as she slowly moved through the garden, she noticed how much beauty and life was unfolding everywhere she looked, each subtle shift creating yet another unique and glorious display. She felt a sense of deep connection with everything she saw, every soft sound, every subtle touch. There was no separation between herself and the garden. Rather, there was a gentle, sweet merging and a soft knowing of connectedness that pervaded every part of her being. She allowed the natural unfolding, her heart full and soft and open to receive all that was offered. She inhaled deeply, feeling her chest expand, inviting more love and more peace to enter. She allowed each exhale to carry away any remaining tension, stress, or strain, feeling herself being soothed by the warm golden light and by the simple presence of life unfolding around her. Her journey continues. Chapter 3. The Winding Lane. Rayna's feet followed the gentle curve of the garden path until it transitioned into a narrow lane lined with ancient trees. The trees stood tall and still, their leaves whispering soft secrets to the morning breeze. She allowed her pace to slow further, her footsteps making no sound on the soft earth as she entered the shaded canopy. The light here was dappled and gentle, filtering through the leaves in a way that created a soft, almost ethereal glow. Rayna felt herself soften even further into ease, each step deepening her sense of quietude. She noticed how the light played on the trunks of the trees, each line and texture revealing a story of its own. She let her gaze linger, noticing how the bark felt smooth in places and rough in others, and allowed her fingers to graze against its surface. The different sensations provided a soft reminder of her body's presence in the world. There was a deep sense of grounding that washed through her as her body came into contact with the age-old energy of the trees. She softened deeper into a gentle sense of presence. Rayna felt a gentle pull to her left and allowed her feet to follow the winding path, leading her deeper into the quiet of the lane. There was no need to know where she was going or where she had come from. All that mattered was the soft, gentle rhythm of her footsteps and the quiet spaciousness of the present moment. She took another deep breath, feeling her chest expand with gentle awareness, and noticed how effortlessly her breath flowed in and out. The air felt cool and fresh, carrying the soft scent of damp earth and moss, and Rayna found herself pausing beneath a large oak tree, its branches reaching out like welcoming arms. She rested her back against its wide trunk and felt a deep sense of peace wash over her. The feeling of connection was palpable and filled her with a sense of belonging. She closed her eyes, feeling herself sink deeper into the gentle support of the tree, surrendering all effort and struggle, and inviting a deep sense of peace to settle in. She could feel the soft whisper of the wind as it gently brushed against her skin, a light and delicate caress that soothed her spirit. She listened intently, noticing the subtle creaking of branches above her, the soft rustle of leaves, and the quiet song of the wind as it traveled through the trees. There was no effort involved in the act of listening. All she needed to do was be, and the sounds unfolded naturally in their own time. A sense of deep serenity settled over her as she allowed herself to become one with the sounds of the forest. Rayna felt her body soften, inviting her heart to open wider. She imagined that the breath she was breathing was a soothing elixir that traveled to every part of her being. With every gentle inhale, she allowed peace to settle into each cell, each bone, and each muscle. and with each exhale she imagined all that did not serve her falling away, leaving only pure and blissful presence in its place. She felt herself merging with a gentle spaciousness around her and within her, effortlessly blending into the natural flow of things. As Rayna stood there beneath the great oak tree, her body completely relaxed, her mind at ease, she felt a deep connection to nature, a feeling of coming home. She felt as though she could stand there forever, listening to the soft whispers of the wind and allowing herself to be guided by the gentle rhythm of the forest. There was a sense of peace that filled her heart, a knowing that all was well and all would be well. She smiled softly, feeling grateful for the simple beauty of morning and grateful for the gift of this moment. She felt a gentle nudge to move forward and felt her feet moving naturally, taking her to her next adventure, not knowing where it was or what it was, only following that subtle inner knowing and softening into the unfolding of the day with a calm, grateful, and expectant heart. Her heart was open, her body at ease, and she was ready to allow all that life had to offer come to her. Chapter 4. The Silent Pond. Rayna's footsteps carried her along the winding lane until the trees opened to reveal a small, tranquil pond. The water was still and clear, reflecting the soft morning light like a mirror and creating a shimmering dance of light and shadow upon its surface. She felt a soft pull towards the pond's edge, and her body followed effortlessly, moving with ease and grace. There was a hushed silence that enveloped the space, broken only by the gentle croaking of frogs and the soft whisper of the wind. Rayna felt a sense of deep serenity wash over her as she approached, an invitation into stillness. She sat gently upon a smooth rock, feeling its coolness against her skin, and found a sense of peace and steadiness. Her eyes rested on the floating lily pads, their smooth green leaves creating a sense of calm and serenity. Rayna watched their slow, gentle movements upon the water's surface and imagined herself floating along with them. The soft curves and rounded edges invited ease, and her body relaxed further as she received its peaceful message. She took another deep breath, feeling her chest expand, allowing the moment to settle deeper into her being. Rayna noticed the gentle ripples that formed when a small insect landed on the water's surface, their movement soft and subtle as they spread outward. She imagined that these tiny ripples were like the subtle shifts within herself, each gentle movement having its own unique and exquisite beauty. Her mind was quiet, her body relaxed, and her senses opened fully, allowing her to simply be present in this space, in this moment. She felt a gentle wave of peace settle over her, calming her entire being. She observed a group of small frogs nestled amongst the reeds at the pond's edge, their quiet croaking creating a soft melody that seemed to harmonize with the gentle rhythm of her heart. She felt a deep connection to these creatures, imagining that they were also enjoying the peace and stillness of the morning. There was a shared feeling of calm that washed over her and created an even deeper feeling of connectedness within her. She felt her heart expand, inviting in the profound peace of the moment. Rayna's gaze moved slowly over the surface of the pond, noticing how the light changed with each passing moment. She noticed how a small patch of sunshine seemed to dance across the water, creating ever-shifting patterns of light and color. She watched as the light seemed to embrace the surface of the water and soften all that it touched, making every detail softer and more beautiful. She felt a wave of deep gratitude wash through her, a feeling of being completely supported and completely loved in this place at this time. Rayna took a slow, deep breath and gently closed her eyes, inviting all external stimuli to melt away. All that remained was the quiet hum of the forest, the gentle sound of the pond, and the soft rhythm of her breath. She imagined her heart was a calm and peaceful lake, receiving all that was being offered and reflecting it back out into the world. She allowed all thoughts, all feelings to flow naturally and without resistance, allowing her mind and body to sink deeper and deeper into ease. She stayed there in quiet meditation, enjoying the soft spaciousness within her, the feeling of lightness and of calm presence that seemed to emanate from her being. The feeling of connection, ease, and peace continued to grow with every breath, creating a profound sense of well-being. The gentle rocking of her heartbeat felt like the soft lapping of waves on a peaceful shore. She felt the peace expand throughout her entire being. Rayna opened her eyes slowly, feeling refreshed and renewed, like she had woken from a gentle and restful sleep. She felt a soft nudge to move on, to continue with her exploration, and with her body completely at ease and filled with love and light. She allowed herself to gently stand up, with an open heart, ready to receive whatever came next. She trusted the flow, and she trusted the natural unfolding of life. Chapter 5. Gathering Blooms. Rayna walked with a soft step, the lane curving gently to lead her to a cottage with a garden overflowing with blossoms of every color imaginable. The flowers swayed in the gentle breeze, their petals dancing in the sunlight, creating a vibrant tapestry of color that seemed to both delight and soothe the heart. She approached the gate slowly, feeling a sense of quiet anticipation building within her as she admired the beauty of what lay before her. There was a gentle hum in the air, the sound of bees busy at work, as if they were helping to weave a spell of tranquility throughout the garden. She noticed a small sign inviting visitors to gather blooms and felt a surge of delight rise from within her heart. Her hand moved naturally as she opened the gate, and she entered slowly into this little pocket of paradise, feeling the soft grass beneath her feet. She could feel the warmth of the sun on her face as it gently caressed her cheeks, inviting her deeper into her senses and deeper into the moment. All that remained was the gentle rhythm of her breath, the soft hum of bees, and the subtle movement of flowers gently swaying in the breeze. Rayna began to move through the garden, her fingers brushing lightly against the velvety petals of a nearby rose. She felt the soft textures against her skin and took in the deep, rich fragrance that seemed to permeate the air. The delicate scent soothed her entire being, and the color of the petals deepened her sense of connection and joy. She felt her heart open wider as her senses were nourished, and a feeling of gentle abundance began to bubble forth from within. She reached out to gather a handful of vibrant sunflowers, their bright yellow faces turned towards the sun as if drinking in its light. Rayna admired their size and noticed how the rough texture of the stems felt grounding and balancing in her hand. She felt their warmth against her skin and felt a wave of gentle energy travel through her, reminding her of the natural vitality of life. She felt an ease as she arranged them in her arm and moved forward to the next part of the garden. Rayna felt drawn toward a patch of deep purple lavender, the same soothing scent she had noticed from the very beginning of her journey. Her fingers moved lightly over the flower heads, releasing their fragrant oils, their essence bathing her in a gentle aroma, calming her mind and softening her heart. She imagined that the lavender's essence was a gift, a blessing, a balm, meant to soothe and relax and welcome her deeper into presence. She gently tucked some into the crook of her arm, the soft stems creating a wonderful bouquet. She noticed a row of brightly colored dahlias in full bloom, their intricate patterns and soft curves drawing her in. The textures felt soft and velvety to the touch as she gathered a handful, each one different from the last. As she gently collected the flowers, her attention moved deeper and deeper into the moment. She savored each breath, each texture, each soft scent that filled the air, and was at ease in the pure joy of simply receiving. She arranged the dahlias and felt gratitude filling her entire being. Rayna took a deep breath, taking in the beauty of the garden, the scent of the flowers, the soft warmth of the sun on her skin. She arranged her bouquet, and it felt like it was overflowing with love and light. With each gentle act of choosing, she felt that she was selecting what she needed to bring into her world. She had allowed nature to guide her, and the beauty and abundance she felt was truly a reflection of her own heart, open and receiving. Her hands were full, her heart was full, and she felt joy. Rayna turned towards the gate and stepped slowly and with grace back onto the path, filled with wonder and delight. Her heart was overflowing, and her body was at ease and ready for her next adventure, trusting that she would be guided to whatever was most in harmony with her being. She was now filled with joy, love, beauty, and gentle expectation, each bloom reminding her of the softness of life and the infinite bounty of creation. Her journey continues. Chapter 6. Returning home with the dawn. Rayna's footsteps were light, each one carrying her closer to home. The soft, gentle weight of the flowers in her arms was comforting, a tangible reminder of the beauty and abundance she had encountered this morning. The sun was now fully risen, casting a warm golden glow across the land, making everything feel soft and new. She noticed the dew had begun to fade from the grass and felt the gentle warmth of the sun's rays caressing her skin. The air felt light and fresh, carrying the sweet scent of her gathered flowers. Rayna breathed deeply, filling her lungs, inviting peace and calm into her entire being. She moved slowly, allowing her senses to absorb the subtle shifts in light and shadow that surrounded her. She noticed the way the light touched the leaves of the trees, the way it danced upon the surface of the pond, and the way it seemed to illuminate every small detail of her surroundings. The world seemed to glow with a gentle magic, and Rayna allowed herself to receive it all, heart fully open, her body relaxed, and mind at ease. She felt a sense of deep connectedness with everything she saw. As she approached her own garden, Rayna noticed how the flowers she had planted earlier in the season were now bursting into bloom, their vibrant colors adding to the beauty of her small corner of the world. She smiled, noticing the small changes that had occurred since she had set out earlier, a small miracle of growth and a natural rhythm of unfolding, a soft reminder that she too was a part of this beauty, a part of this gentle unfolding. Her heart swelled with love and with gratitude as she took it all in. Rayna moved slowly, her body at ease, allowing her feet to carry her up the small step of her porch. The smooth, aged wood felt solid beneath her bare feet, and her hands reached out naturally to find the gentle curve of the door frame. As she rested her hand on the cool, smooth doorknob, she paused, taking a moment to fully appreciate the beauty that surrounded her. She was deeply content and felt a soft gratitude welling within. She was complete, and she was at peace. She stepped slowly through the door into her home and noticed that it now seemed to be filled with the same golden light she had witnessed outdoors. She brought her flowers to her favorite spot by the window, her hand caressing the petals as she arranged her bouquet in a vase. She could feel the soft texture against her skin, and the fragrant scent filled the room, creating a gentle sense of calm and serenity. The vibrant colors seemed to bring the joy of the garden right into her home. She settled into a nearby chair, taking another deep breath as she allowed the beauty and warmth of her home to settle around her. She closed her eyes, feeling the soft, gentle energy of the morning and the lingering feeling of connection with nature. She imagined her entire being was filled with golden light, a warm and soothing balm permeating each cell, each bone, each muscle. She was at peace and felt profoundly connected to herself and to all things. Rayna sat there quietly, allowing the gentle spaciousness of the moment to unfold, as if she were a silent observer to the subtle shifts within and around her. She felt no need to move, no need to be anywhere else, only to be present, to simply receive. She felt at one with the subtle shifts in light and shadow, in scent and in touch. She was at one with the natural unfolding of the day and had no intention other than to surrender to the beautiful simplicity of life. Rayna rested in the peace of the moment, allowing the sounds and scents and textures to wrap her in a cloak of quiet serenity. Her breath was soft and even, and her heart was full and overflowing with love. Her walk was complete, and now with her home filled with beauty, her body filled with peace, and her heart overflowing with love, she felt completely and utterly at ease. She smiled softly and settled in deeper